Hello, everyone. Good day to you, wherever you're watching from. My name is Oluwaseyi Fadari. So today, we want to discuss about one of our templates that we've been able to develop. So the ability of these templates to predict the correct direction at the right timing is one of the things that we want to identify. Okay. So how this template works is that we'll be inputting data into it, and then we'll be inputting data into it, and then it will be able to give us the positions on it. Sorry, just a minute. Yep, sorry for that interference. So we'll be inputting data on the template, and then from there, the template will be giving us the report and advising us on the best decision on the direction that we need to take. Okay. So let me share my screen with you. Yeah. So on the screen here, you can see the templates. So these are templates, and we've been able to update some of the reports already. So all these are formatted already. Okay, so it just gives us the final decision here according to tracker. So how does this work? So we have the high price. So let me explain all the variables that we have on it. Okay. Yeah. So we have the highest price, and we have the high price date. We have the lowest price and the low price date. We have the high gap, high price gap. We have the low price gap. That is days, gap in days. Okay. High price gap days, low price gap days. We have the average days one, average days two. So these are two conditions. So the first condition is we want to identify when the market is within the first average day, and then another level of the second highest average day, which is usually higher than the first average day. Then we have the high pass, high price date pass. So we want to know if the high price had fulfilled the date pass for the first one, and then want to the next one, the low price date pass. We want to see if the market has passed the low price as well. So yeah, so yep. So as we were discussing, sorry for the interlude. So we have the low gap, the average days one, average days two, and then the high price date pass, low price date pass. So this is used to check if the date has passed the average days one or the average days two. So this how that this will measure. So this for average day 1, and this will be for average day 2. So let me match them together, and so average day 1 and average day 2. Okay. And then we have so for each one of them too, you can see we have the price. Mm. So I think I made a mistake there. So, mm, mm. We have to copy them separately. Average is 1, average is 2. So we get the dates accurately and timely, and then we update our reports. So based on this input, once we are able to input our data, we get the result from the right side. Okay, so it tells us what action to take for each of them. And if you look at them, you see that each product has a decision. So that's where we have summarized them into our summary. So you can see, according to this report, AUDJPY is a buy, AUDUSD is a buy, Euro AUD is a sell, Euro GBP is a sell, Euro JPY is a sell, GBP JPY is a buy, GBP USD is yet to make any move, gold is a sell, Nasdaq is a buy. Okay, so this is just a summary of what happened in the tracker report. Okay, so let's go. So how do we get the tracker report? So let's do New Zealand USD. So you are going to make use of these reports, which you call the Bofad monthly. Okay, the Bofad monthly. So identify New Zealand USD. So once you identify New Zealand USD, we now use it to trace the prices. So from the report, you can see this is the high price and the low price. So look at the dates that each one of them materialized. So you can see here, we have 0.622 here, which was on the 6th. So 0.622, oh, sorry. We have another price below 0.623. So 0.623 is achieved on the 12th, okay? So 0.623 is achieved on the 12th. That's the high price for New Zealand USD. So let's go to the low price to see the data it was achieved. Okay. So for the low price, 0.609 was achieved on the 18th. So here you can see we have the high gap already at 7 days because today is 19th, as you can see at the top here, and the price was achieved on the 12th. And for the second one to achieve on the 18th, so we have 1 day. So using this formula, using this information, this has passed the high price, has passed the first average day of 3 days, but it didn't pass the second average day. But for the low price, it didn't pass any. Okay. So because it didn't pass any, that is why we only have one condition out of the three conditions, which is still a sell. Okay, the market is still a sell because the market achieved the high price of 0.623 on the 12th. And since that day, the market has been falling downwards until yesterday at 0.609, which is the 19th. Okay, so let's look at the next product of crude oil. So crude oil, so we look at, you can see that crude oil 72.4 was achieved on the 4th, which is the lowest so far in the month. 72.4 was achieved on the 4th. Okay, so that's the lowest price. Okay, so let's look at the highest price and see when it was achieved. Okay, so for the highest price, I think we have 81.4 now, and it was achieved on the 18th. So having inputted those information, let's look at the result of the market. From this information, the result is going to give us a buy. But let's confirm from our final review. So you can see here, giving us a buy all the way. So, which means from the first, we would have started buying and would have made the profit that we want. The next is S&P 500. So S&P 500, you can see the lowest achieved on the first, 51.94. 51.94 achieved on the first. And then the highest price, I think, was achieved yesterday or so as well at 5. Oh, still 5,500. Okay, but I think today it's gone higher. So 5,500 on the 18th. So same thing. This, unlike previous one, this will be a buy. So let's go and look at the results that it gave us. So you can see as well again, it's a buy. Okay, so let's go for silver again. So you can see here we have silver and we have 31.8 as the highest so far in the month. So let's look at the date of this lowest price. So the lowest price, 28.65, was achieved on the 13th. So what's the direction of this? So this will be a sell, as you can see. So it's a sell all the way. So let's do two more samples just to give you an idea. So you can see the source of the information and using the high positions and the low positions. So USD CHF, we have 0.907 as the high price. Let's see if it changes at the end. 0.907. Okay, so it didn't change. So our high price is 0.907. And then what is our low price? Our low price is 0.87 or 0.882 was achieved yesterday. 0.882. So looking at this as well, you can see it's also a sell. So let's look at the results. So you can see as well, it's also a sell. Let's look at the final one for you to understand again, USD JPY. So remember, we are using the trade of this from the 31st of the month. So this is where the month started. So our lowest is 154.5, and it was achieved on the 4th, 154.5, achieved on the 4th. So let's look at our high. 158.3 achieved on the 14th. So you can see This is a buy market. Okay. So these decisions, will help us to identify actions and direction and movement towards the market that will help us to take good decisions in the course of the month or our trading opportunities. So these are the ideas that can help us improve, and we hope that this will also give us a better idea. So if you look at it, you see that all the products has a decision or none. So they must have a decision, one decision, or they have no decision. So it's just only one, which we have no decision. That is, I think, GBP USD, you can see. All other ones have decisions on them. And that is what you need to achieve throughout the course of the month. Okay. So getting this projection, getting this information is key to the success of our activities. I believe this report, this information would have helped us to improve and get a better understanding of what you want to achieve in the course of the month, okay, and in the course of the year as well. So using this information, we want to use it to get a better idea of how we'll be able to implement activities, actions, and be able to take trades accurately, and for us to get the results that we want at the end of the day. Thank you very much. Remain yours and only Oluwase Fadari. So hopefully in the course of the year as well, we'll be coming up with ideas that you can be able to use to identify the market direction and be able to make positive trading decisions. Thanks. Cheers. You can reach me on fadinvest@yahoo.ie, fadinvest@yahoo.ie. Bye. Cheers.